Hello all of YouTube, Cap90 here, finally with the video of me talking about picks and the different sounds you get out of different materials and different playabilities you get out of different shapes. Recorded this video once before, and then my phone cut out because my SD card didn't have a lot of memory, so I deleted like 300 things off of it, so everything seems to be hunky-fucking-dory now. At least I hope it'll be. I have technically 11 different picks with me. I have 12, but one of them's the same material, it's just a different shape. I'll explain that later when I go through it. So, the first of the picks I'm going to be using is the Jim Dunlop Tortex picks. I don't remember if I started using these or Fenders or whatever, but this is the .88 gauge. Can't really see the turtle because I've used it so much. I've had that for years. The second pick, well, again, same thing, is the Tortex Jazz 3 shape. So, same gauge, same material, just different shape. And then I have these Fender mediums, which is just that thin plasticky one. I'm pretty sure if I take my fingers and twist hard enough, I can tear those apart. But we'll see how those sound as well. And then I have a Clayton pick from, what is this? 1.90 millimeters. I've been told this is the same type of pick that the bass player from Tool uses. My friend gave this to me. I've been using it quite a bit, especially with solos or acoustic work. Next up, another Clayton pick. This is the awesome-ass Jason mask pick. It glows in the dark. If I can hold it up to the light, if it'll even work, I can show you. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Glows in the dark. Really nice. I don't know what the hell this is made from, though. Neither the packaging nor the website I ordered them off of told me what the material was. It's some kind of glow-in-the-dark material. The eye holes are actually holes, which make pretty nice grip. I don't think I've ever dropped these when I was playing them. I don't know if that's just the eye hole of the material, or I've just gotten used to it. Pick that took the longest to get here, that I felt needed to be in the video. Also from Clayton, the Pick of Destiny. This is the medium gauge one, so when I got them they were kind of curving inward, which was kind of off-putting, but I've taken this and long since just pushed it in the reverse direction and kind of straightened it out a little bit. This one is made from Delrin, by the way. Yeah, Delrin. Whereas, forgot to mention here. Whereas these ones are made of Acetal, Acetal, I don't know, however the fuck it's pronounced. And then I have 3 different Ultex picks that I'm going to be using. The first one is the Ultex Sharp, which is the same size as a standard pick. Like if you take a Tortex, it's the exact same shape. However, on the end here, it has more of a finer point as opposed to just the standard, rounded off type of look. I used those a lot before I got the Jazz 3s, and then I just kind of switched over to that. Not really switched over, I go back and forth. Another Ultex pick in that same shape is the James Hetfield Signature Series. This one is 114, whereas the other one was a 140. This is black Ultex, and even being a thinner gauge, it doesn't have quite as much give as some of the other 114s I've had did. Next up, also black Ultex, Jazz 2.0, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to read that. Lighting is kind of crappy, but yeah. Ultex Jazz 3 2.0, and then it just says Jim Dunlop USA on the back of it. This one actually has some sort of texture, if you can tell in the light. Not too much texture, but it's kind of, it's like a rippled or matte type finish, like you'd find on some card sleeves. I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, so that's what I'm basing it off of. And then I have 2 different nylon picks. I have a standard Jim Dunlop 1mm nylon pick. Nice bit of give there. Used to play that acoustically all the freaking time. And then I have the Nylon Jazz 3 just the standard Jazz 3 that everybody loves to use, apparently. This one is 1.38, 1.35. Amazon told me one thing, and then the Dunlop website told me another thing. And then this one here is a metal pick. Ow! Damn it. That my brother used to use as a necklace, but the necklace part is off of it now, so that's what the two holes are for. It doesn't offer you too much grip because my thumb doesn't actually reach those, but it has this nice, like, flame phoenix type of look on the front of it. Will these sound any better than the other picks? I don't know. We'll find out. So I was gonna do this electrically. What was it? I was gonna do this electrically, as I've explained to one guy in the comment section. His name is, let me see, Bobo Glock, I believe his name was. Yeah, I explained to him that I was gonna do this electrically, but my amp crapped out on me. So then I was going to do it acoustically, but then I lost the picks, like the tin that I keep them all in, lost that, so I had to go and find those. So yeah, to Bobo Glock and Jojo Rock 197, sorry for the wait, but here you are. So yeah, going to start with the standard Tortex pick. I'm going to be playing in the middle, like right above the hole, so I can get a nice balanced sound. If you've ever played acoustic, you'll understand what I'm saying. You play it from the middle, you get a nice balance of the highs and the mids, whereas if you play closer towards the fretboard, there's more bass response. You play towards the bridge, it's a lot brighter. So, let's start from the, well, let's get through this. Alright, so, I'm just gonna play some scale that I learned somewhere down the road, just so you can get a feel of the sound of it. No. There we go. How that went. I looked like an idiot on camera. And what else is new? Oh well. So, enough messing around. So, on the website they said the Tortex picks were supposed to be kind of bright, so it sounds, yeah, I can see what that would be. Had my first finger on the wrong fret. There we go. So yeah, I can get where they can I can kind of understand where that's coming from. So, that compared to a regular Fender pick. Back to Dunlop. Yeah, the Dunlop Tortex picks definitely have a lot more high end than the Fender picks. The Fender picks seem to take the high end off, so they have a lot more, much more of a warmer type of bassy tone to it. Maybe I'm just nuts. That's a possibility. Alright, now for the reason I have the Tortex Jazz 3 out is just to show you the different playability with it. Whereas with a standard Tortex pick, it's about as fast as I can go with that. Then some people have said I'm crazy, but let's see if that little fine point helps me play just a little bit easier. Nah, I'm still the world's okayest guitar player. Drop my pick. Okay. Easiest way to do that, trem picking. Tortex Jazz 3. It's kind of subtle at first, but you do know the difference. You'll hear it. Alright, so we've tried the Tortex, we've tried the standard Fender picks. Now we go with the Clayton picks. So these they seem a lot, they have a much deeper tone, I think. Yeah, I can definitely hear that. That's a lot warmer than a... That is a lot warmer than a standard Tortex pick. Much warmer than this, and I don't know if it's just because of the different material or if it's because of the different thickness. Maybe it's both. Who knows? Yeah, definitely much warmer. Yeah, that is really, really apparent. That was the Tortex. That's the Clayton. That's what I use a lot of the time when I do acoustics. So there's that. Now we go with the Jason pick of an unknown gauge and an unknown material. Sounds about the same as the Fender, actually. Let me just grab a... I'll do a B minor chord. That's my favorite one anyway. Go back to Fender real quick. They actually sound about the same to me, really. Alright, cool. So if you have a Fender Standard and a Clayton Jason pick, they'll sound pretty much the same. So, now we'll see if Delrin, not Delrin, one less syllable. See if that sounds any, I can imagine this would sound just a touch, like a touch deeper than the Tortex pick, even though they feel like they're made of the same material. But I know this one's not the same material, so... Maybe I should try a different side. That's one cool thing about the Pickup Destiny. You can have this nice finer point at the end, or you can use the horns for a much more rounded feel. Yeah, again, much darker tones. The Tortex is still very much a bright pick, and well, pretty much every pick so far has been just a touch darker, more deeper, has a lot better bass response. Ultex pick. We're going with the clear Ultex this time. From my experience, they've been just a tad, they've been a lot clearer than Tortex or Delrin or whatever else. A lot more high-end. these are different. Yeah, the Ultex picks are definitely brighter. Using the Tortex, by the way. Now the Ultex. Alright, cool. So if you want something that sounds much more brighter than the standard Tortex picks, go with the clear Ultex, specifically clear. And I'll show you why when I pick up the Hetfield pick. And it's not just in a sharp point, they also have them in standard pick shapes. And they have them in like the little Jazz 3s, they also have them in triangle shapes. Now, this one I'm not going to be comparing to a standard Tortex pick, I'm going to be comparing the Hetfield pick to the clear Ultex pick. With clear Ultex, we've already established that they are bright and they're really clear. The tone is very trebly. Black Ultex, I've been told, is supposed to have, it's not supposed to have so much top end, more bottom end to it, so. I try just regular, like, one note things here. Now with the Hetfield pick. Yeah, the black Ultex definitely take the top end off just a tad. Hetfield. There's the consensus on that. Now we go with the black Ultex Jazz 3. This is the 2mm one. Which, from my experience, I don't know if it's just because of the texture on it, or if it's just because of it's a thicker gauge, but it sounds really, really bright, like much more trebly. At least it did, now it sounds like it's a lot deeper. Compare that to the clear Ultex pick. Compare that to the standard Tortex pick. Definitely a darker tone, so I guess I was just being an idiot. Black Ultex is definitely a much more rich sound as opposed to a tighter one. I'm a fan of classical music. Don't judge me, bro. I can live however I want. Alright, now we go with the first of the two nylon picks. Standard 1mm nylon. Let's do a little bit of Weird Al Yankovic. Back to Tortex. If this makes any sort of sense, the nylon pick actually sounds kind of muffled when compared to a Tortex pick. And I don't know if that's just because of the warmer tones for bass response, I guess that would be. But I can hear that. Nylon picks seem to sound really warm. Let's compare that to the Jazz 2.0, Black Oltex pick. I'm gonna do that just one more time, just because I think I kind of have what I was gonna say. The thinner nylon picks definitely have a little bit more top end than the Black Oltex ones, but still very much a really, really warm sound. So now I'm gonna be comparing that pick to the standard nylon Jazz 3. I'm pretty sure this is the 138mm. I don't think it's 135. Could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really care at this point. Back to the Weird Al Yankovic licks. Back to the standard nylon. Standard Jazz 3 again. Thinner gauge, but they sound incredibly similar. Alright, maybe... Maybe it's just an in-the-moment type of thing, but I'm going to go on a limb and say that the Jazz 3s are a lot warmer than these ones in terms of tone. Maybe it's just because of the slightly thinner gauge, but I find these to have a little bit more top end than these ones. These ones are very much a warm pick, whereas this one has much more bottom end, but slightly more top end than the standard Jazz 3. Now we go to the one that I was kind of dreading, because I've never played a metal pick on metal strings, so I don't know how that's going to sound, but finally, we get to this one. And I don't know if this is just regular sheet metal, or if it's stainless, I don't know. Compare that to the regular Tortex pick. Guess the low E is not a really good place to be at for that. Okay, so these, at least in the moment right now, Metal picks seem like they have a much more... Metal picks seem like they have a lot more bite to them. Messed that one up. I feel so much pressure now! Yeah, maybe it's just because of the different materials, but the Tortex ones are definitely a bright pick, but they seem to have a lot more low end when compared to a metal pick. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Not very much bottom end on the metal picks. So, me, personal opinion, general consensus would be, if you're looking for more of a warmer tone, I would suggest going with but you want a standard style pick and heavy gauge are your thing, I would definitely go with the Clayton, Isotal, again, I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. 190's the gauge for me. Especially for acoustics, that's really, really warm. That's nice. I used to prefer thinner picks when I was doing acoustics, but I get a lot better tone out of the warmer ones. Regular standard Tortex picks. I mean, they're iconic. They're famous. Lots of people use these. Well, except for the one that matters to me, which is Angus Young. He uses Fender Extra Heavy. These ones, I don't have a Fender Extra Heavy. I have a Fender Medium, but it's not the same. Okay, so general consensus for me is if I'm doing acoustic, if I do acoustic stuff, it's going to be with that one right there. I love how warm the tone is. I like the way it feels. I like that thickness to it. It's really heavy. It's not going to be bending as opposed to a thinner nylon pick. If I'm playing just regular guitar, generally, like electric guitar, generally it's going to be with a Jazz 3 pick. I can do sweeps just a tad easier with a Jazz 3 than I can with a standard pick. But with the Tortex sound, I mean, it sounds pretty nice too compared to the nylon one. I don't know. Like I said, I go back and forth on picks, but for acoustic, it's generally going to be with these two. This one for specific songs, and this one just for pretty much everything else. Alright, again, sorry for like the 4-month wait on the video, but it finally got done in a half hour. Hopefully that wasn't a waste of your time. I would have done this a lot in a shorter video, but I don't think I could have fit all the information I could have given out of that. However, whatever little amount of information there was to be had. So, there you go. 12 different picks, technically. One was the same material, but whatever. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for your patience. And again, to Jojo Rock 197 and for Bobo Glock, thank you for your patience, and especially, who was I going to thank the most? Doesn't matter, you guys both really wanted this apparently, so there you go. Hopefully a half hour isn't too much of your time out of your day. Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video where I start to review artist signature picks. That'll be fun.